Hello all and welcome to part 2 of this wonderful bear bead kit. Now for all of you who watched part 1, you will have seen that I sort of successfully made the head of this bear. One thing I didn't mention last time is that the colour of the beads is significantly different to that on the packaging. But that doesn't matter because it still does look like a bear, even if the eyes and nose are quite dark. Now, to start on the body, first we're going to need one 80 centimeter piece of string with 5 brown beads on it. From here, all you need to do is cross the strings either in this bead here or this bead here to create a circle, like this. And now the string coming up you want to make blue, and the string coming down you want to make red. And then pull it so you have this in the center. From here, we're going to add 1 brown bead onto the blue, and 3 brown beads onto the red, and cross the blue through the 3rd bead added on the red one. From here, the blue at the top and the red at the bottom, we're going to do the same again, but this time we're going to add 3 beads onto the blue end and 1 bead onto the red end, and then cross them through the 3rd bead on the blue side. Now with the red on the top and the blue on the bottom, 1 more brown on the blue, 3 browns on the red, cross them through the 3rd one on the red. That should leave you with this shape here. Now to finish this first ring, what we're going to do, with the red on the inside and the blue on the outside, we're going to add 1 brown bead on the red, thread it through this bead here, then we're going to add 2 brown beads onto the blue and cross them through the 2nd one. So again, the red has 1 brown bead added, taken through this bead here, then 2 browns on the blue and cross them through the 2nd one. To start the 2nd row, we should have the red on the left and the blue on the right here. All we're going to do, we're going to add 3 brown beads onto the red and cross the blue through the 3rd one. That should leave you with the red coming towards the center and the blue coming away. All you need to do is add 2 beads onto the string coming away. The string coming towards the center goes through the next bead along and then crosses through the 2nd bead added on this one. And you just need to repeat that pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and that should leave you with just this one here free. So just to reiterate, you should be adding 2 beads each time to the string coming outwards. Once you've made it to the last bead on the outer ring, you should have the red coming inwards and the blue coming outwards. And all you're going to do to finish this row, take the red string through this bead here and this bead here, then add 1 brown on the blue and cross the red through that one. To start the next row, we want to have the red on the left and the blue on the right. Just add 3 brown beads on the red and cross the blue through the 3rd one. That should leave you with this sort of shape here, with the red coming towards the center and the blue coming away. And from here, just repeat the same pattern from earlier 8 more times. That is, the string coming away has 2 brown beads added. The string coming towards the center goes through the outer bead here and then crosses through the 2nd bead on this one. And just repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, leaving the last one empty. The last one should have the red coming towards the center and the blue coming away, and you finish this in the same way as the previous row. Take the red through this bead and this bead, add 1 on the blue, and then cross the red through that one. And the next row just does exactly the same pattern again. And that would be with the red here on the left and the blue on the right. First, put 3 brown beads onto the red string and cross the blue through the 3rd one. From here, we want to repeat the same pattern from earlier 8 times. The string coming inwards goes through the next bead along. The string coming outwards has 2 brown beads added, and then they cross through the 2nd one. Again, the end coming inwards just goes through the next bead along, and the one coming outwards has 2 beads added to it, and they cross through the 2nd one. And just do that 8 times. When you come to the last bead here, all you need to do is take the red string, which should be coming towards the center, through this bead and through this bead here, sort of so it comes out this way. Then you're going to need to put the 2nd large clear bead inside, add 1 brown onto the blue end and cross the red through that brown one to hopefully hold that large bead inside the body. And now for the final row of the body. We want the blue on the left and the red on the right. We're going to take the blue through this bead here, add 3 brown beads onto the red, and then cross the blue through the third one. Then we're going to take the red through the next 2 beads along, add 2 more brown beads onto the blue, and cross them through the second one. Do the same thing twice more. String coming towards the center goes through 2 of the outer beads. The string coming away has 2 added, and then they cross through the second one. And when you've just got 2 beads left on that outer ring, take the blue end, which should be coming towards them, through this one and this one. Take it up through this one so it comes around in this shape. Add 1 more brown onto the red and cross them through that one. Hopefully that should have sealed the hole here, keeping that a large clear bead in place. Now to finish this, first we're going to take this end of the string through this bead, and we're going to take this end of the string through this bead, and we're going to tie them together by here. Once they've been tightly tied together, don't cut the ends short just yet. Keep the red end dangling about like this, and take the blue back through this bead here, so it should be coming out here. And this is what we're going to use to connect it to the head. Take the face and put it so it's looking up in the air. Find 3 beads here, come down 1, come down another 1, and this is the bead where we're going to connect the body to the head. First we want to take the excess from the body, and we're going to take the blue from left to right and the red from right to left. You want to make it so this part of the head lines up with this part of the body. Now from here, with the one string this side and the other string this side, this one's just going to come round and through this bead, and this one's going to come round and through this bead. Once you have the strings coming out the back, one out here and one out here, all you need to do, as I've done, is turn it around and take it back through this bead and this bead, so it should be coming out under the nose. Flip it over with this string, we're just going to do the same, take it through this bead here and this bead here, and it should be coming out here. Then with the bear looking towards you, take the string on the left, back through this bead on the body here, so it should just come through like that, and tie it together with the one on the right. And then the head is firmly attached. The excess string, just rethread it through a few beads and cut it short to finish. Next, we need to make the tail, which we will need 25 centimeters of string. With the blue end on the left and the red on the right, add 4 brown beads and then cross the red through this bead on the left. Add 1 brown bead on the blue, add 2 brown beads on the red, and then cross them through that second one. Add 1 more brown bead onto each end of the string and then cross them through the first bead here. And that should bring everything round into this sort of ball shape. And from here you want the red on the left and the blue on the right. Then we're just going to plop that down for a moment because we need to find where to put it. Take the head with the body attached and put it pointing completely down, so you can find this center ring here. Come up 1 to these 2 central rings, and then come up again to these 2, and we're going to use this bead and this bead. So the red string is going to come through this one, and the blue one's going to come through this one and this one. Finally, take the red end on the right here back around through the bead on the tail here, and tie it together with the blue one here. Rethread the excess and cut it short to finish the tail. Next, we're going to do the legs, and for these we're also going to need 25 centimeters of string. Now the first part of the legs are exactly the same as the tail, so all you need to do is add 4 brown beads onto one of the 25 centimeters of string and then cross them through the 4th one like this. Then add 1 more brown bead on each and cross them through another one. Add 1 more brown bead onto each end, curl the whole thing around, and then cross the strings through this bead here. From here you want the red on the right and the blue on the left. We're going to add 1 more brown bead onto both ends and then cross them through a 3rd one. And finally add 1 more brown bead onto each end and cross them through a 3rd one again to finish the leg. Now obviously we're going to need 2 legs, so you're going to have to make 2 of these in exactly the same way. To attach the legs to the body, turn the whole thing upside down and then find the central hole on the bottom. Come up 1 and to the left. We're going to take the red excess from one of the legs through here and the blue excess through here. Take the blue end on the right here up through this bead and across through this one. Take the red end through this bead here, then tie the 2 strings together by this position and it should hold the leg down over the bottom like that in a sort of sitting position. Once you got the first leg in place, come to the right side and attach the other leg to this one and this one in exactly the same way as this one. That is, the red will come through here and the blue will come through here. Take the red end up through this bead and across through this one. The blue comes through this one here and then tie the strings together by here, and that should pull the 2 legs across the body. And once you've rethread the excess string and cut it short, it should look something like this. Okay, next we need to make the 2 arms, and these again are very similar to the feet and the tail. So you're going to need 25 centimeters of string with 4 brown beads on and crossed through the 4th bead added. Add 1 brown bead to the one end and 1 brown and 1 pink bead to the other end, and then cross them through the pink one. Add 1 more pink bead onto both ends and then bring them round and cross them through this bead here. Now with the blue on the left and the red on the right, add 1 more brown bead onto each side and then cross them through a 3rd one. And to finish the arm, just add 1 more brown bead onto each and cross them through a final one. And obviously we're going to need 2 of these, so make 2 of these. To attach the first arm, have the bear facing to the left like this, and find these 2 circles by here. They should have 5 beads in each one. We're going to take the excess from the arms. We're going to have the red coming through this bead here and the blue going through this bead here. From this position, take the red through this bead and this bead on the arm, and take the blue through this bead and just tie the strings together at this point. Again, the red comes through this bead and the blue comes through this one, and they tie by here. Then you just need to turn the bear to the right side, and then using these 2 circles here, take the blue string through this one and the red string through this one off the other arm. Bring the red through this bead and this bead, bring the blue through this bead and just tie them together by there. And then once the 2 arms are tied in place, rethread the excess and cut it short to finish. And then all that's left to do is make the necklace. To make the necklace, just take whatever length of string you have left and add 18 of the cream beads to the string. Then all you need to do is take each end around and through 9, and tie them together around the bear's neck. And hopefully it should give you something that looks like this. And the necklace is free moving because it's not actually attached to the body. Obviously I've rethreaded the excess and cut it short just to finish it off like that. And there you go, that is the bead bear complete. Now with the arms and legs, depending on how tightly you tie them, they can be more or less flexible. And well, according to the instructions, the very final stage is on this central bead here. You need to open up and close this metal ring and then simply add the chain to make the whole key set. Unfortunately, I can't find my metal pliers to open up that ring, but it's not too difficult. Well, it's easy if you have the right tools. And yes, well, this kit was interesting to do. Attaching the head to the body was the most difficult part because the instructions make it very hard to see what is the head and what is the body in the pictures, but once it's done, the arms and legs and tail are all very easy. The biggest complaint I have though is the colour. This is not the same colour whatsoever. I guess you can get a puffier face if you don't pull the string as hard, but yeah, the colour is very different. But there you are. That is how you finish this kit, and good luck to anyone and everyone who gives it a go. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, please ask down in the comments. And as I said, good luck to everyone who tries it, and see you next time.